Hi, Oh My Goodness here, bringing you the 2014 April patch notes update. I'm going to be covering the big changes here in this video and keeping it under 5 minutes, and I will leave out the champion changes and artifact mod augment changes because those are always many and long, so I will just cover the big ones here. The first thing I wanted to call out is the tutorial system. So they've actually put in the very first part of the tutorial system. I've jumped into the game really quick to take a look at how many there are, or there appear to be. There appears to be a placeholder for 5 tutorials in all. So this is just the very first one. It's going to be very basic. It's not going to be very advanced or anything like that. It's just a lot of how to move around. So, but it's great to see the very first tutorial, and hopefully we'll see more of that in future patches. The next big changes I want to call out is the matchmaking system. So it's always been true that the longer you wait in queue, the more likely you are to find a match. So you don't want to keep quitting and rejoining a queue because that's actually going to make you wait longer. But they are still tweaking the formulas behind the scenes to try to get more balanced matches and also quicker matches for everyone. So these changes that I've read through, which are very complicated, I will admit, you don't have to worry unless you're a really, really, really good player. I mean you are stomping out the anyone else out there. And the reason being is because the big restriction that they've now put in is that if you group up with if you are a group of 3 or more players and all of you are highly ranked players, you're actually going to get a warning that you're going to have a very long queue time because essentially they've put in a restriction that prevents highly ranked players from playing against very low ranked or very new players. So uh, essentially, they're actually going to let you wait until you uh, find other comparable players to play with. Now, one way to get around it from reading the notes is that you just never have a group of 3 or more pre-made. You just simply group in pairs of 2s. But it is something to keep an eye out on. One other change that they've done is the health bars. So the health bars are much larger. They're much easier to read, and you also get your champion's health bar will always be yellow now. So where opposed to the blue and red that you'll see in the game for the teams. So you'll be much easier to see your health in large team battles. There are new merit formulas. So in this big block of text here, it essentially just means you are going to get more merit per match you play, regardless if you win or lose. So more merit for everyone. There are a number of art, sound, video fixes and polish that they've introduced to all throughout the game. So look forward to that. There are also there's a new experience gain formula within a match. So this is, say, your champion leveling up in a game to unlock a new skill. And from what I gather from this, it appears to be reducing the feeder effect. And what I mean by that is if there's a really high ranked champion constantly killing a low ranked enemy over and over and over again, the formula that actually the experience gain that the higher level player will get is very a lot lower now from what it seems like it was before. It also improves the potential for a shutdown in the aspect that if a lower level champion in a game defeats a much higher level champion in the game, you're going to get a much bigger boost to your experience. And they've also, it sounds like they made a quick note here that they've increased the amount of experience it takes to level up. So the games might be a little tad longer because it takes a little bit longer to level up the champions now. Jumping all the way into specific map changes. In Gotham Heights, this is actually not covered in the notes here, but in Gotham Heights, there's a new fog that covers part of the ring lane, the big ring between each base and the center. So essentially, now when a champion exits the base, you actually can't see them right away. You can't see the enemy champions coming out. And so you don't know if they're going to go up, if they're going to go down, or if they're going to go straight into the middle. And that essentially the boundaries of that fog is bounded by the two capture points that are closest to each base. So you'll see them the moment they step on the capture point, or if, but you won't see them if they just run straight into the middle. For Gotham Divided, the deployable skills now will time out if no one picks them up. And then the Leviathan now has a third deployable skill. So when you killed the Leviathan before, it just used to drop a shield and lockdown skill. It now has a third skill, which is they're calling a meteor drop, and that deals true damage. For Coast City, the new mechanic that they are introducing there is regarding the capture points. So in Coast City, you'll remember that there are 3 capture points, and by capturing each one, you hold on to the capture point for your team for a period of time before it expires. So what they've done here now is that's all still the same, but if there's one team that holds all 3, the moment all 3 expire, they become neutral and locked out. So essentially, no one's able to capture them for 2 minutes of time after it expires, and then after the 2 minutes are up, all 3 capture points are available to be captured again. So those are all the big changes in the April patch notes, and I'll see you guys in game.